I just saw this Threads post from this girl talking about she's 36, homeowner, no kids, six figures, multiple degrees, all of those things, and she just doesn't understand why she doesn't have a man. I too have accomplished all of those things. I'm 34, no kids, bought my first house by myself, without a man, making the salary, have the degrees, all of the things, but I'm just here to tell you, men don't care about none of those things, okay?
Real quick, two things. Right? Two really important things. One, all your accomplishments don't, well, nothing, nothing actually entitles you to a man's attention. And I know it's weird. It's weird to hear that. We're talking attention from a man. Yeah, I know it's everywhere, right? But everywhere, the ones that are everywhere are cheap, right? They're cheap. The ones that you want, yeah, they get a little more pricey, right? And that's natural, right? They've taken the time to make something of themselves. But if you just want a cheap attention, yeah, you can get that wherever. So the things that you've done in your life, they don't entitle you to a man's attention. And I think that's part of the narrative that really messes with women because it's counterintuitive. You get the attention just physically how you look, and then you think you're deserving of that. And it's really a failing on us and our lust and our drive and our testosterone pushing us and how society like pushes leads with sex, and it's a driving force, right? It can be useful. It can be useful, but it's a driving force forward for men, women, until we sort of learn that equilibrium and sort of achieve a better balance. Secondly, what you do, and I'm going to go on record here, what you do matters to me. Yes, you could be the an attractive bum, but if I'm and let's put this in a proper box. If I'm just looking to have fun with you, it doesn't matter what you do. Right? It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you speak. It doesn't matter your vocation. Doesn't matter your education level. Does not matter. When managers like, yeah, it don't really matter to me. Right? You could work at Home Depot. You could work at Starbucks. Yeah, because none of that matters to me. I'm looking at you and say physically, you're that. You're that. That's what I want. Second box. If I want you to be the mother of my children, what you do and have accomplished matters significantly. Why would I, someone that has accomplished so much in life, now as the wife is going to be the first teacher of the children, why would I want someone that has a poor track record, right? Hasn't accomplished anything, that hasn't had a lick of actual education or ambition or drive, all of these things. This is going to be now put on to our children, my kids. I'm trying to create a legacy of excellence, of academic, from academia to actual real world change, real world accomplishments. I just want to stack them, stack them, stack them, stack them. How would I do that with someone that doesn't have the first inkling of what that is? But let's be a little more nuanced when we have that conversation. Cool. Just for fun, doesn't really matter. Right? It doesn't really matter. If you're leading with your body and I say I want to partake in that, cool. That's the box. We're done. Right? We're finished. We will never leave this box. But now if I'm trying to evaluate you for someone, hey, no, I want more. You need to be more. And I get it. Simultaneously, it's hard for women to discern this, especially when they don't have real conversations with men, because we're not being honest with them and saying, "Hey, when I met you, what are you looking for? I'm just trying to have fun for the summer. You, yeah, cool. Then that's where we are, and that's where we'll stay. It's until we have another real conversation that takes us from here to here, saying, okay, now what does this step look like? Right? Do you have the things, the requirements for this? Because right now you met the very low bar of requirements for just having summer fun. We all have met those requirements. It's easy. But trying to meet summer fun requirements in the winter, this is a different story. Let's continue.
And not to job shame at all, but they will date the McDonald's worker and Walmart cashier the same way they'll date a doctor, a lawyer, whatever other high degree salary earning career you can think of.
If it's just for fun, yeah. McDonald's, whatever, yeah, yeah. But for, teacher of the children, that's a different story. Let's just be honest, it's a different story.
They care about how you treat them. Are you nurturing? Are you considerate? Are you thoughtful?
All facts.
And I feel
All
like
facts.
sometimes we, especially as Black women, have been conditioned to lead with our accolades, right? Because we were kind of taught to these things create led to success, right? But I'm just here to tell you, men don't care about none of that stuff, right? And me personally, I ain't never gonna be the woman to say that I don't need a man, because I do need a man. Some days I don't want to think for myself. Some days I don't want to have to make decisions. I want a man to be able to lead me. And I think sometimes we need to do some reflecting within ourselves, to figure out what it is about us that is making us not appealing to the man that we are trying to.
Absolutely. And if we're just going to, in the in the interest of having real conversations, while you're working on yourself, while you're trying to make yourself an internally a better person, when you're trying to get, maybe you're trying to connect more with your femininity, go to the gym, get your nutrition on track. Outside of, yes, I want you to be physically possible or physically fit. I want you to be a representative of me. Right? If I'm going to take you seriously, please be fit. If that man is fit, if that's important to him, be that, because you're a reflection of him. He's a reflection of you. When people see him out and about, you want them to be like, yes, hey, we saw your man over here. He was looking great. He was doing his normal level of excellence. We want the same thing. Oh, I saw your girl over there. She was going to the grocery store, looking fine. And we look at you, and men give each other that nod. Like quick story time. Quick story time. Right? My friends and I, we were at this bar, like this 55th floor bar with great view, 49th floor bar, and we saw this guy come in dressed to the nines, suit. His lady was with him. She was dressed well. We gave him that look. Right? We gave him that look. She went off to the bathroom, went over to him, shook his hand, said, "You won tonight. You won tonight." That is the You guys came in together and you guys look great. She's all looking at you, all with it. She comes back from the bathroom. She's like, "Oh, it's his birthday." He's beaming. He's beaming, right? Couldn't tell me anything. Couldn't tell me anything. She's like, "Oh yeah, man. She bought me a Corvette for my birthday." Okay, okay. It was like, yeah, you won. You won. Right? We can close up shop now. Night's over. You won. Congratulations and happy birthday, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.